We've had the good fortune of doing about 20 projects like this all around the world. So whether it be in China or London, places like Los Angeles and Kansas City in the United States, this is par for the course. People have opinions. They're nervous because they don't know what we're doing. They're afraid we're going to move people out of their homes. We're going to disrupt their way of life. So this is an important process. We need to hear from them on how we could better fit it. This is their community, and we're asking to come into it. We will be very honorable to the fact that the only way this works is if we can demonstrate to them we're going to be good neighbors, and that's what we're going to try to do.
Is there something in this meeting that you didn't expect to hear?
No. I think obviously there's a history here, and in particular, I think people are very nervous about previous commitments that have been made on, obviously the Marlins Stadium was one that was very controversial. So I think we got a lot out there tonight about we're going to pay for it, we're going to privatize it, we're not asking for any subsidies, we're going to pay our property taxes. I think some of the fears that you heard about the Spring Garden neighborhood being overrun by traffic, we can fix that. And so we will fix that. Most of what they presented tonight as fears, we will be able to 100% guarantee them won't happen. And so that's why this feedback is good. And there's nothing that we heard tonight that ultimately, for us, scares us away from this project.
When you talk about communicating with the people that live around the stadium, what's the next step on that matter? What is the next information that you're going to provide for the community?
One, we're going to continue to communicate. So this is just the beginning of the process. And then every step of the way, as we begin to finally get some renderings for that stadium, we'll come back to them and get them involved in the process and let them see what the stadium's going to look like. The stadium has to fit into that community, and that's a big part of it. Two, a lot of the issues they brought up tonight will be incorporated into the negotiations with the city, the county, and us, so that we find ways to make sure that we address those problems, whether it's job fairs, creating jobs for this community, putting people to work, making sure we don't move anyone from their homes, making sure we protect the traffic flow in a place like Spring Garden. We're going to do all of that. And so we will learn from this communication. We will learn from the neighbors as to what's important to them. I think they will be very pleasantly surprised at how honorable we are at being good partners and absolutely not only listening to what they're saying, but responding to that in a positive way. So we're going to activate here. We are going to be good neighbors. We will get this done, and we will make this a better neighborhood for everybody.
You seem very optimistic after the meeting. Is that the case?
I like dialogue. You can't solve problems if you don't know what the problems are. There were very few problems that were brought up tonight that we can't solve. And I understand their distrust. And what they will find with us is we mean what we say, and we're prepared to back it up, and we will. We have a track record. We've done 20 of these projects. So we know how to get these things done, and we know how to address their issues and make this a better community. And I'm absolutely convinced after hearing this tonight, what they want is they want this to be a better place for their kids and for their families, and I think we could help them do that.